To move the ball pretty well. It's just being able to finish off these drives.
On 2nd and 10. On the blitz. Loose ball. Inside the 5. To the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Brandon Jones applied the hit to Mac Jones. Melvin Ingram cleaned it up on the tunnel. And on 4th and 7, the Dolphins are going to run a play here.
Yeah, I don't know if I really love this decision.
Over the middle, got his man, and look at him go! Jalen Waddle for the touchdown!
There you go, baby. Greg, I loved that decision. I loved it. If you're a Dolphins, Ian Howard is traveling with Devontae Parker, so somebody else has to be able to show up and win their one-on-one matchup here for the Patriots.
3rd and goal. This pass, all alone on this side of the field. Ty Montgomery rolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this is simple. This is like to the left. Mac Hollins and both Adams, 2 big targets, and they really like to use Mac Hollins as a shield for screens.
Quick pass, touchdown, Davante Adams. So the crisscross at the goal.
Countering to the other side, and you get a big play.
23-yard pickup.
Oh, watch this. Waller just split out. They got to love this matchup.
Lobbing it for Waller. In the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Arch, you old soothsayer, you?
Yeah, well, look, you've got Shadow put his safety over the top. So Murray probably is going to have to look inside here on this 3rd and goal.
Murray with time throws this side, touchdown. Greg Dortch on the receiving end, and Arizona on the board. 5-yard TD pass. Darrell Williams in the backfield behind Murray on 1st and goal. Williams gets the ball and gets the touchdown. So the Cardinals get their touchdown. Seconds to play. Here we go.
You'd like to say A.J. Green, but he hasn't been able to come down with the big catch.
Murray. Stepping up, gonna run for it, gonna make the end zone for the touchdown. Talk about quieting a crowd. Whoa.
Man. Well, here
now,
we go.
We go for 2.
Yeah.
And the tie.
And look, I've said this from the beginning, interception, but not a good throw by Derek Carr.
2nd and 10, quick pass outside, and that is complete. That is Moreau, and Moreau fighting for yardage. The ball is loose again. Picked up by the Cardinals. This is Byron Murphy to the end zone for the touchdown and the win.
I think that's Isaiah Simmons who came over and knocked that ball out, Greg. Unbelievable finish to this game.
To an unbelievable.
Have a plan, how they attack defenses. You can see the system and what Doug Peterson is trying to do. And that's really why I'm so excited to watch Lawrence develop throughout this season.
This is a 2nd and 7. Lawrence on the move, looking, throws, end zone, touchdown! Zay Jones.
Boy, what a great job by Zay Jones and Trevor Lawrence getting on the same page. This was not designed. And just when I see, that's where he's been so good, is being patient. But when he sees that opportunity, he goes after it. And he loves Mike Williams in this part of the field when he gets one-on-one.
First trip to the red zone for the Chargers. He throws down towards the end zone. That is caught down there by Mike Williams. His second touchdown catch of the young season.
Likes his chances, but watch the hard count.
On 4th and 1, Robinson, left side, has the first down, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, touchdown Jacksonville.
I watch how Jacksonville just seals that entire left side down. This is the situation where Peterson likes to slip that play in there and confuse your eyes.
14th play of this drive, the pass to the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown, Christian Kirk. You said it, Arch, run, run, run. Houston and then traveled to Indy, and the Colts knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs today.
Yeah, it's a big win for the Colts because, you know, they were staring at 0-3, and to beat the Chiefs, that's huge.
Lawrence throwing, end zone. Caught at the back of the end zone by Marvin Jones for the touchdown. What a throw.
Get out of here. Did he? Unbelievable.
Last week, the Pittsburgh defense did not do a good job inside in coverage against the Browns.
Double reverse, the pass to the end zone, caught by Wilson from Braxton Berrios.
Really nicely done. This is a tough play, and only if you have great awareness, use Najee Harris and try to punch this thing on the ground.
3 tight ends on. Pickett trying to sneak it, trying to get there. Touchdown.
Left, good height matchup on DJ Reed.
Pickett looking for the end zone. He got there. Touchdown, Steelers. Arch, you got to think the job is
3rd and long. He hit the 4th down, and now right now he needs another one of those to try and get the Jets in the end zone.
Looking left, throwing, touchdown, Corey Davis.
Love this route combination.
Breece Hall in the backfield. They'll give it to Hall, looking for the end zone, and did he get there? He lost the football. Looks like Tyler Conklin may have recovered the ball.
Yeah, but in my eyes, the ball crossed the plane of the goal line before it came out. He was reaching, and as he was reaching, to me, the ball...
Ruling on the field is that the runner had fumbled it forward, and a different player recovered it. It's brought back to the spot of the fumble. Timeout, New York Jets. That's their second, the 32nd timeout.
So there's the ruling from Brad Rogers. The Jets have one timeout remaining, as do the
guys, and hit those shots.
2nd and 1.
Another 6 offensive linemen set for the Browns.
Chubb looking for the first down. Sweeping to the right. He's going to get it. breaking tackles and up the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cleveland. $41 yards.
Well, you don't see this. So certainly the running game has been working so far.
On first down, Brissett with time, throwing, going to the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Amari Cooper.
This is such good. So they've got to do a good job, the Browns do, of keeping him inside the pocket. Don't allow him to extend plays here inside the 10-yard line.
They'll give it to Kelly on first and goal, and he will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Joshua Kelly registers his first touchdown of this season. And it was pretty easy.
So Denzel Ward, pretty amazing. I mean, you know that they're a throw-first offense with Justin Herbert, but that is an amazing stat. Only 2 100-yard games.
Second and goal, Herbert under pressure, got rid of it. That's Eckler. Eckler to the 5, Eckler to the end zone for the touchdown. Myles Garrett putting the pressure on Justin Herbert. Herbert stood in and delivered the ball.
Well, I can't believe that Herbert got this ball off. And
Chubb, the deep back.
180, set.
Chubb to the end zone for the touchdown.
Which he did not, and a good job in replay, overturned and complete.
All right, Gene, thank you. The call has been overturned. It is 2nd and 10 now for the Chargers from the Cleveland 22. Eckler. Eckler inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And there is a penalty marker down right about where he made his inside cut. And Adrian Hill is going to make his way over here to the LA sideline.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 28. The touchdown is good. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
The penalty, first and goal.
180, set.
Kareem Hunt, straight ahead, diving. Touchdown! But both of these teams, they get
At the same time as Andy Dalton. So on defense, you have to have double calls. If Hill is in the game, that's one call. If he's at quarterback, you have to go to a different call, and that's what makes it so challenging.
Dalton is back in at quarterback now. He throws the slant into the end zone and touchdown, Traquan Smith.
Well, what a good job by Smith. He wins this route at the line against Mike Hilton.
Burrow pulls it down, the quick pass underneath to Mixon into the end zone for the touchdown. Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the season, his 1st on the receiving end.
Kind of learned that to get integrated in the system, and then now since Jameis Winston has been hurt, now he spends most of his time in the quarterback room as a quarterback.
This is Rashid Shaheed, and Shaheed breaking inside the 10 to the 5, touchdown. Rashid Shaheed elevated from the practice squad just yesterday. His parents and a sister, collegiate track heroes.
Coverage.
Burrow trying to elude the pressure, and now he's going to take off and run it. He'll have a first down. He'll have a touchdown. 19 yards. Joe Burrow takes it for his second rushing touchdown of the season.
Oh, a magician.
Let's see what the Bengals think on first down. Burrow, end zone, touchdown. Jamar Chase.
How's this for thread in the needle, Greg? That's the only thing I can think of. This window, all they really need to get into the outer limits of field goal position is about 20 yards. So there's certainly plenty of time with timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work the offense.
Burrow throwing this side of the field. Jamar Chase with the catch and up the sideline, and there he goes. Jamar Chase to the end zone for the touchdown. 60 yards.
Greg, this is amazing. One and try and get to Davis Mills rushing the passer.
Here's a 3rd and 9. Mills under pressure, got rid of it. The pass is complete to the 5. Touchdown, Chris Moore. What a job standing in by Davis Mills and delivering the ball.
Greg, so far, I love how Davis Mills has handled.
Come back on the snap of the ball on 2nd and 7. Carr with time, going for the end zone. It is caught by Mac Hollins for the touchdown. What a throw by Derek Carr.
Well, it sure was. Just an outstanding job, and just on this drive to start the 3rd quarter.
1st and goal from the 4. Jacobs, left side, looking for the end zone, reaching. Did he get there? Touchdown, Raiders.
To get after the passer, but this is their down.
Mills looking, throwing, touchdown to Philip Dorsett. Davis Mills, patient, floating, waiting, and then on the money to Dorsett.
Oh my goodness, this is a...
Jacob, right up the middle, to the end zone for the touchdown.
Watch how fast the center, number 68, Andre James, on both sides have just unraveled here in the 4th quarter.
Jacobs up the middle, to the 5, to the end zone, touchdown Raiders. That defense just looks tired, Arch.
2nd level blocking, and Luminor this time, the right tackle. They've done such a good job in this game with the offensive line firing off. You know, they certainly need some chunk plays. It's going to be really tough, you know, just picking up 5 or 6 yards, you know, per play here. They've got to be able to get it down the field.
Mills throwing, intercepted. Picked off in the middle of the field by Duron Harmon. Harmon up the sideline. Harmon is going to take it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. At first glance, 74 yards.
This is Telegraph City. Try and get with Derrick Henry this season.
We'll hand it off to Henry, and Henry up the middle. Makes a little move. 15, 10, 5. Did he get there? Touchdown. 29 yards.
It's
Malik Willis's mom and dad looking on. Willis going to give it to Henry, going to step into the end zone for the touchdown. Everyone on the... I'm going to tell him you couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, well.
First and goal. Mills throws at the goal line. Touchdown. Dameon Pierce on the receiving end. That's his first receiving touchdown of the season. And it pulls the...
You know, Patriots really doing what they need to do to try and win this game as their offense gets on track.
Stevenson joined in the backfield by Hunter Henry. Jones throwing, end zone. Oh, what a grab by Ramondre Stevenson for the touchdown.
Oh, that really was a nice grab. Just such soft hands, running an option route. Here we go. First and goal.
Brissett going to throw it again. This side, end zone, touchdown. Harrison Bryant, the tight end. Kevin Stefanski couldn't ask for any better start.
Kind of an afterthought because the passing game is so good, but they are running the ball really quite well here today against the Browns defense.
Browns have not allowed an opponent to score a touchdown on an opening drive this season. Tua pulls it down, now flips it to outside, and that is Ingold, the fullback, diving for the end zone. Touchdown. So, Arch, it's going to be that kind of a day, huh?
Oh, yeah. Look at this ball handling by Tua. First of all, he takes a high...
Jalen Waddle, who have been, done the most damage this year in the red zone.
Tua, end zone, caught, Trent Sherfield, touchdown. Another just perfectly thrown pass.
The pass and the feet. Sure. You've got to get in his face and get him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Here's Mostert with running room to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Third and goal.
You got Tyreek Hill on the inside here. They like to move him around quite a bit.
Tua under pressure, throwing, touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
You can't cut, for him to come and return and hopefully get hot at the end of the season.
This is Chubb breaking free up the sideline to the end zone for the touchdown. That's the Nick Chubb we've been expecting to see all day long.
Yeah, it is. He does is he gives offenses one more guy to deal with. So that should open things up for everybody else on that defensive line. It could be a huge, huge addition to this team.
Wilson breaks to the outside. Got blocking in front of him. Touchdown!
I believe it's Sherfield who really is the guy that got the key block. And what I've seen, this offense has done such a good job.
They are now 7-3 on the season. 1 second and 9. Burrow flips it outside to Pirine, and Pirine with blockers 2 in front of him, and then down the sideline to the end zone. Great blocking in front of P. Ryan, who played his blockers perfectly and found the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this is the key block. Watch the center, Ted Karras. He's the one who gets up and gets it.
For the weather. The weather is what it is. Here's Harris. Harris turns the corner. 10, 5, leaping for the end zone. What a run by Najee Harris. Jesse Bates was the guy who had a crack at him, but not much of one.
The ball is coming out on time and in a perfect place for his receivers to catch the ball.
First red zone trip for the Bengals. Out here to the near side, P. Ryan shaking the tackler to the 5 to the end zone. Did he get in? It is a touchdown. And they play Baltimore again, and they play Cleveland again. 3rd and 9. Pickett got his man open. Touchdown, George Pickens. A very patient Kenny Pickett in the pocket. That is the longest touchdown pass of the season.
Is questionable.
All right, AJ, thank you. P. Ryan in there on 2nd and goal. Burrow throwing, end zone, caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That's Trenton Irwin. His first touchdown catch of this season, and the Bengals are back on top.
Well, what a good job. This is really a quarterback that can see what's happening before the ball is snapped, know where you're going to go, and get the ball out with timing and accuracy. They have, on this drive, neutralized the defensive front.
P. Ryan, right side, 5, looking for the pylon. Did he get there? Touchdown.
Let's fucking go!
Mom and Pop Burrow. You're going to hand it to Najee Harris, and he gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
Pass breakups or interceptions this year.
Walker to the end zone. Touchdown. Yard run, 3rd and 5. They've converted 2 third downs and 2 tries on this drive.
Devontae Adams inside. Watch him try to isolate on a linebacker.
Carr with time, throwing, got his man, touchdown, Amir Abdullah. And there is a penalty flag thrown in the end zone. An excessive celebration, perhaps?
Oh, they gave him the little roundhouse. In this game on 3rd down. 3rd down has not been kind to the Raiders this season.
Off for a little flea flicker. Carr now throwing, and wide open is Mac Hollins. Hollins down the sideline for the touchdown.
Well, watch how Mac Hollins, he sells this play. This is really well done with the execution, but Hollins is going to sell the block as if they, consistently flying around, making plays on the ball. That was a big interception now. Sets up Derek Carr on the 30-yard line.
Jacobs. 5. Jacobs breaking free, going to the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, how good of a run is this? Jacobs been one of the most explosive, one of the most elusive running backs.
Forced the Raiders
to put Lockett and Metcalf in one-on-one. That's when the offense can really start to take off.
Geno going to go deep down the sideline. Got a man. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. A fourth straight game with a TD catch for number 16.
Well, there's and another example of a player that's wide open for Smith to hit.
Here's Walker. Walker to the 5. Pushing his way to the end zone. Did he get there? He did.
Well, this really starts up front. What a great job. Two running backs in the game, both Homer and Walker.
Geno Smith going to throw for it, and he's got it. This is Homer. Homer to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
So either, one of these players, either Masterson, Abdullah in the game instead of Jacobs, so certainly expect a pass. Abdullah has been good out of the backfield in this game.
Carr throwing, end zone, caught! Foster Moreau! What a beautifully thrown football by Derek Carr.
This is asking a lot. Really asking.
Jacobs. Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game. .86 yards.
Defenses play him, and not only on how to get the ball to him, but how having him on the field opens things up for the other players on the offense.
They barely get the snap off before the play clock expires. That popped up into the air and picked off by the Chargers. Coming back with the football is Bryce Callahan to the end zone for the touchdown. And there's a penalty marker down.
It was a beautiful break on the football. The question is, did he make contact or not? But a beautiful job of reading the eyes of Derek Carr.
There's no foul for defensive pass interference. The result of the play is a touchdown.
That's a really good no call, but just unbelievable job right here. I believe that's Asante Samuel Jr. Going to have a very good chance of getting Jacobs to the ground.
2nd and 1.
Hey, we're good. You gotta go left. Y'all gotta come left. There we go. Here we go. Now do it.
Eventually handed off to Jacobs, and Jacobs up the middle for the touchdown. That one looked just like overtime last week against Seattle, just a few yards shorter.
Yeah, it was almost exactly. Two key.
Eckler not happy with himself on the sideline. Jacobs in the backfield. Here are the Raiders at the 31. Carr gonna go for it all. To the end zone. Caught in the end zone. Devontae Adams, touchdown. For the first time today, the Raiders are in the lead.
You could just tell that he is in the zone and he is feeling it.
Flea flicker. Going to throw it deep. Has a man open. Davante Adams, touchdown.
Well, here's why this works. The good thing is that you have seen him in his past on 4th and long execute.
They need the 23 for a first down. Herbert with time. Now running out of time. Throws on the run. Down the sideline. Caught in the end zone. Keenan Allen for the touchdown. What a throw. What a catch.
I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say. 4th and 12. Play, and now on the 15-yard line going in.
Burrow to the end zone. Touchdown. Jamar Chase.
Greg, what's amazing about this is Jamar Chase didn't even expect the ball. He's not even looking at the ball when Joe Burrow throws it. But Burrow runs for the first down. If not, Burrow hits the receiver.
Pirine from the 6. Bounces outside to the end zone.
What an effort by Samaje Pirine, and I thought that I knew some.
This is Mixon. No, the fake to Mixon. The throw, and here is all alone for the touchdown, Trenton Irwin.
These are the guys that if you have a chance getting the ball into their hands.
Watson. And this is Njoku again. Inside the 5, reaching for the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown. "13 yards. Harris in the backfield. 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. Harris coming to the outside. Looking for the end zone, and he gets there. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a nice drive, Arch.
Yeah, they've been really going and leaning behind Dan Moore and Kevin Dotson, the left side of that offensive line. Came out and ran the ball 17 out of 19 plays. And so they learned a lesson to not abandon the run game when they get down here and just throw the football.
They're going to throw it here. Darnold standing in, now on the move, giving chase. 3 Steelers throwing. It is caught. Let's see what the officials rule. Touchdown. DJ Moore. What a throw by Sam Darnold.
How in the world do you catch this football? The difference in the game.
Jaylen Warren looking for the end zone and finds it for the touchdown. Jaylen Warren, his first touchdown of the season, and we got a little roughhousing going on. Officials break it up. Anyway, on this one, Trubisky reaching and does get there this time. Even momentarily shooting themselves in the foot.
Greg, when's the last time you've just toughness to be able to be out there and be so effective in the run game?
3rd and goal. Fields throwing this side of the field, wide open for the touchdown. Dante Pettis.
Just, Greg, that
Really didn't get much going until that fourth quarter. They made it count.
We're good.
So Buffalo, first down now at the Chicago 19. Allen looking around, now throwing, far side, end zone, touchdown. Gabe Davis. Josh Allen had all kinds of time to look for and find an open man, and it was Davis.
Oh, he sure did. And if you look at his eye, big play down the field.
New set of downs for Allen and the Bills. This is Singletary. Singletary with a hole up the middle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Buffalo.
Starts up front with Ryan Bates. He's the one who's in time on the double team, and get to the next level. It opens up some huge lanes for these running backs.
3rd and 2. Cook. And here's Cook to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone.
Well, this starts with up front Jones. He gets.
They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Here comes Allen. Here comes some sort of a design run, and there's a touchdown. In the face of a defense that has played him tough all day long, Josh Allen made that one look easy.
Yeah, it's an oldie but goodie at halftime. And most of them were sleeveless.
Allen throwing. Got his man for the touchdown. That is Dawson Knox.
Yep, same play that they scored last time. So many players that are dangerous with the ball in their hands.
From the 5. Pacheco to the 3, pushing forward to the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, the 7th round draft pick, the rookie out of Rutgers, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
And right behind the 2 Pro Bowlers, Creed
is a chance for the Broncos. From the 16-yard line. Going outside is Wilson. Wilson to the end zone for the touchdown. The Broncos capitalize immediately.
Well, Cam
Olivero. On 2nd and goal, McKinnon to the end zone, touchdown, Kansas City. We said it not so long ago. It's something McKinnon is used to this year.
Yeah, in the red zone.
2nd and short yardage. Edmonds again in the backfield. Play fake to Edmonds. Wilson with time. Throwing down the middle of the field. Touchdown. Touchdown to Albert Okwuegbunam. That's his first touchdown of the season. Nice play action. Mahomes to throw. Over the middle. Got his man. To the end zone. Did he get there? No. Yes. Now it is called a touchdown. Blake Bell. Number 81 with the catch and the TD.
He has, 4 for 4 for 71 yards. He leads the Chiefs.
The pass complete. The touchdown. Jerick McKinnon again with a receiving TD. second time today.
This drive really hasn't been able to work out. It gives Wilson too many quick options to get the ball out.
First and goal, Wilson to throw. Has time, now he's going to run it. To the end zone for the touchdown. Waited, found no receivers open, took it himself. That is his second rushing touchdown of this game. And the extra point will
10-yard line.
Brissett still with the ball. Now throws inside the 5 to the end zone. Njoku with Pickett down the middle. Got his man for the touchdown. George Pickens.
It's a miscommunication.
Here we go. 218, place up.
Harris to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is just a tough run inside by Harris. As soon as he's just going to stick it out, and then once he makes that.
Second and goal, Nick Chubb back on the field. Watson, lots of time, running out of time now and going to run it. Throws this side, touchdown, Chubb. You said it a short while ago. There's not a big difference in this score, and now it's even less.
Oh, look at how.
First and goal. Inside handoff. Derek Watt for the touchdown. Derek Watt has a receiving touchdown this year and now his first rushing TD. That's 7.